Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another NIKKE reaction. Full warning, if you see my dog wandering around in the background or doing something in general, he's like right here. It's July 5th, the fireworks are still happening, and this guy, despite being 80 pounds, can't handle it. So just forewarning there, but I'm going to be listening to Outbreak and Outbreak Breaker today. These were both requested by Gentleman in the comments of the last one, and quite a few people wanted me to get to these, so that's what I'm doing today, and without further ado, let's go! Just right out the gate. Ooh. Okay, NieN. This one has some punch to it, like right off the bat. Usually NieN either builds up a little bit before getting into stuff like this, or keeps it subtle the whole time. This is very immediate. Woo! God. Okay, NieN. More amazing solo work as always, but like... Oh, this one hits. Hits like a brick. Woo! A little bit of fun with the ride cymbal there, too. This has such a strong backbone to it. Woo! And that high-rising solo in the background, too. I love that, dude. All right. Bridging it back around. I like that he's doing like the quick picking thing there too. I don't know if that's exactly what it's called, but like that, like just constantly sweeping it. God, it's so tasty. I love that. Oh, it's such a good pattern to the ride. Oh man, this makes me so excited to hear what Cosmo did to it, because it might be one of those songs where NieN's version just hits harder. But I'm really hoping that this gets even better with Cosmo, you know? I just don't see how it could. This definitely feels like one of those pieces that NieN is bringing so much that Cosmo won't be able to add much. But I never speak too soon, you know? Ooh! Yo! There's those acid synths. I just talked about those last video. And I do all the time because he adds them all the time. Ooh. It sounds like it's gonna go like technocore almost. Nope, okay. He's keeping it, like, pretty conservative. Utilizing all of NieN's work very well. All the filters and everything on here to make it sound different but still be present. But we still have time for him to throw me off. Throw me a curveball. See, this is almost like industrial, grungy. All right, what's happening next? Dude, what a sick transition. Like, for real. That was a really nice texture. Like, the sound design was really quick and snappy. It felt really good. Hell yeah. I do enjoy these times where Cosmo just leaves most of NieN's work alone, because that's some of their best work as a duo. NieN is so good. And sometimes Cosmo can't add too much without ruining something, in my opinion. But that's what's really good about Cosmo. He doesn't push it too often. He lets the original piece exist. I love that. Just some good sound design as always with Cosmo. It's in the subtle details, really. Well, we're at another one of those songs where I'm gonna have to pick a favorite. And this one's actually really difficult. I think I have a winner, but oh man. They're both really good versions. I love that kick up too. It's just like the guitar, like going. Oh. Just brings the whole energy up with you. Sounds like a voice like screaming, yeah, you know? And again, props to Cosmo for always having such good use of the acid synth in there. Oh. Subtle but plentiful usage of a 303. You'll never hear me complaining. All right. Now it's time to talk about which one I liked just marginally more. So like I said, one of the harder decisions I've made for one of these collaborative efforts. Usually I have one that I prefer notably more. For this one, NieN, amazing job. Amazing job on the framework that gave Cosmo all of the room to run. You know, it's one of those like NieN ran so Cosmo could like keep up with him, you know? And he did. Sometimes Cosmo does try a little too hard, in my opinion, or kind of pulls the song down with his version of the remix. And that's fine too, because you're only going to get one or the other that's like notably good, I thought. Until today. This is one of the best balanced combos that they've ever had. I really like both of these. I think barely NieN pulls it ahead just because of how sick it was, but Cosmo did a really good job at, once again, utilizing everything NieN set on the table and used every single crumb of that shit, and it felt really good. For this one, a lot of it was in Cosmo's subtleties, like the way that Cosmo threw in a bunch of sound design stuff, threw on basically a bunch of filters to what NieN did, and that's most of what he did, and that made most of the difference here. But it was so tasteful. It again didn't pull anything away from what NieN had made, and instead basically just gave it like a hardcore backbone with the rhythm there, and it just made it feel a little bit more bouncy and dancey. That's some of the best options you can have when you have such a competent song to work from that you just don't need to mess it. You don't want to mess it up. I'm sure Cosmo agrees. When they got this song, they were like, yeah, I'm just gonna put a beat on that, make it a fat beat, maybe some filters here and there, you know, like envelope some shit on it to make it feel a little bit more alive. But otherwise, that's hard to top. It really is. NieN did a great job at just throwing in some awesome guitar work as always, but also just the stuff in the drums was lost in Cosmo's version because, of course, Cosmo adding in the more dancey backbone to it, you had to get rid of things like the ride cymbal stuff that I was really enjoying percussively, but also that's not necessarily a full negative, it's just changing the feel of the song, but it also didn't take anything away by doing so either. Like Cosmo's beat and the whole shift of the feel in the song was a good enough replacement that I didn't really find myself missing that cool ride stuff and the other drum stuff I was enjoying, because they did a good job at boosting it all up, making it a little bit faster, getting that hardcore energy into it. And I really do believe that Cosmo's secret sauce on this was just adding a little bit of filtering to the other guitar part stuff, because he really didn't do too much else. You know, like truly, if you break down the individual parts here, aside from removing the drums, it's effectively the same song with slight adjustments to the like overall layout of where things happen, but you're gonna do that with a remix anyway, so it really is just a different beat, a little bit more speed, the same song. And again, when you have that good of a place to start, you don't want to ruin it. You want to keep all of that integrity together, and I know that Cosmo knows that, and I've said that a few times here, but still, it will definitely hold true no matter how many times I say it. But I think NieN's version really does pull out just a smidge ahead, and I mean by a very slim margin. This is 100% the closest I've ever felt that their song versions are like so balanced and so equal that I'm finding it hard to pick one. But just a little bit, and it's probably just that ride cymbal bit, like that's a really good rhythm. I like the drums in it. That's probably my bias pulling this one into the first place, but that's basically it. These are really, really good, both of them. But I've yapped about this one enough, so thank you all so very much for watching. I'm surprised my dog did not move at all during this video, so you didn't really see him, but he was there. You saw it earlier. I put the little clip in there so you could see where he's sitting, but I digress. If you have any other songs you want me to get to from NIKKE, drop it down in the comments below and I will do my best as always to get to those. Or if you just enjoyed this one and you want to follow me and support me for more stuff in the future, you know how to do all that, and I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye!